Hello, dear students, how are you today? Today we are going to talk about renewable and non renewable resources. But first, what are the natural resources? Natural resources are materials that are found on earth that people use. A forest contains many natural resources like soil, plants, rocks, and water. What are the renewable resources? Renewable resources means the materials that are continually being replaced and will not run out. And this is the most important thing about them, that they will not run out. People can plant new trees, so trees are renewable resource. What about the non-renewable resources? Non-renewable resources are materials that cannot be replaced quickly enough to keep from running out. Okay, Earth is full of the natural resources that people need. Forests are filled with plants, big and small. Water flows over the rocks. Plants and water are renewable resources, but natural gas and coal are non-renewable resources because they cannot be replaced quickly enough to keep from running out. Okay, now I'm going to ask you and you will tell me if it is a renewable or non-renewable resource. The first one, fish. If people are mindful of how many fish they catch, enough fish will live to reproduce over and over. So, with careful use, this resource will not run out. So, is it a renewable or non renewable resource? Yes, very good. It is a renewable resource. Okay, the second one, oil. People use oil at a fast pace. People cannot replace the oil they use. So, is it a renewable or non renewable resource? Yes, it is non-renewable resource. Coal. Coal is formed from plants that died millions of years ago. This resource will run out. So, is it a renewable or non-renewable resource? Yes, non-renewable resource. Wood. New trees can be planted to replace those that people cut down. Is it renewable or non-renewable resource? It is renewable resource. Okay. Water. What about the water? Living things need water. People could not survive without drinking it, of course. Plants and animals that people rely on also could not live without it. People use water when they do laundry, wash dishes, bath, and swim. The same water is used over and over again. Water continually moves from the ground to the air and back again. And this is the water cycle, shows us what happens. Okay, this is a lake or an ocean. Evaporation occurs. As the sun's energy heats the water, it evaporates into water vapor and raises into the air. And by raising the air up, condensation occurs. The water vapor cools, it condenses into tiny drops of water that forms cloud. And then precipitation occurs, rain falls from the cloud, it sinks into the soil or enters bodies of water like lakes and ocean again. So they are renewable resources. Okay. Have you seen tiny trees sprout in a lawn or new plants cover a vacant lot? Plants are a renewable resource. In a forest, seeds drops from full-grown trees and sprout into a new little trees. If trees are harvested for sale, new trees can be planted to replace those that are cut down. Okay, harvested trees are sold to make boards, plywood, which are thin but very strong wood, and posts. Wood pulp from trees is used for making paper. Okay. Plants other than trees can be renewable resource too. Farmers grow many types of crops, including vegetables to eat, wheat to be ground into flour, and cotton for clothes. Fields are usually replanted each season using the seeds from the previous season. Okay. Sunlight and air. Not all natural resources can be seen or touched. Sunlight and air are resources that all living things need. Earth has a constant supply of these resources. They are renewable because they do not run out. The sun is a powerful energy resource or source for the whole world. Living things depends on it and depends on its energy for heat and light. Earth's weather and the water cycle are powered by the energy from the sun. Air is one of the most important renewable resources. Human and most other living things cannot survive without it. Air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide. When you breathe in, you use oxygen from the air, and when you exhale, you give off carbon dioxide. Thank you for watching the video. See you soon. Bye. Hello dear students, how are you today? Hope you are all fine. Do you remember the matter? What is the matter? The matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. And what is the mass? The mass is the amount of matter in an object. The water you drink is matter. The air you breathe is matter. Matter can be natural or made by people. We use matter every day. Different objects have different amount of mass. A truck, for example, has a lot of mass. A pencil has a little amount of mass. Does a book have more mass than a flower? Yes, a book feels heavier if you try to pick it up. We can use a balance to measure and compare masses. This is a balance. Okay, what are properties? A property means how matter looks, feels, smells, tastes, or sounds. Matter can feel smooth, rough, soft or hard. Matter can be thick or thin. Matter can be living or non-living, like this toucan bird. This is a real toucan bird, and this is a toy toucan bird. We are going to talk about the first state of matter, which is solids. Okay, what is a solid? What kind of matter do you see around you? Could you see a table, a TV? Yes, they are all solids. And solids is a kind of matter that has a shape of its own. Like all matters, solids have properties. Some solids bend. We can bend it with our hand, like clay. Others tear. Tear means to break down. Some solids float, like balloons and balls, in water. Other solids sink, like rocks, sink in water. Solids are made of different materials. Some metals, woods, and plastics are hard. Materials can be smooth or rough when you touch them. The chart below, this chart, will show you some properties of solids, like glass, which is smooth, and this toy, which is plastic, made of plastic. See sponge. Do you know sponge? Yes, it's scratchy. It touches scratchy. Okay. How can we measure solids? We can use tools to measure solids. A ruler tells how long, wide or high a solid is. Some rulers measure length in a unit called as centimeters. Centimeter is a unit for measuring length. Okay? Other rulers measure in a unit called an inch. And most of rulers give both measurements, like this ruler. It uses centimeter scale and inch scale. Okay. We can use balance for measuring mass. Like we said before, we can use balance for measuring mass. Okay. The matter may be natural or made by people. Look at this chair. This chair is made of wood. Wood is a natural product. It comes from trees. People cut down the trees and then they shape the wood with tools to make the chair. Wood can be painted or stained. Under the paint, the wood is still its original color. And look at this chair. This chair is made of plastic. Plastic is made by people. People combine chemicals to create plastic. Then they shape it in molds. There are many different kinds of plastic. Plastic can be hard or bendable. People can also add colors for chemicals to make plastic. The plastic then become in different colors, like this. Thank you for watching the video. See you soon. Bye.